Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha-ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha-ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
I thought this would be a really big case if Universal lost it. It was about Kevin Rodriguez Zavala. He's the one that died on September 17th on the Stardust Racers.
Yes, we remember.
Now, his girlfriend said while on the ride, he partially lifted from his seat on the first drop and repeatedly hit his head on the bar despite the lap bar being checked and locked. And he had come up in a wheelchair, if I remember right. He had spinal cord injuries.
I think you're right.
I believe was the issue with that. Now, the medical examiner ruled the death accidental. And Universal's internal review and state agriculture officials said the ride systems functioned properly and staff followed procedures. But it's all really about the judge and what he decided. And the judge found no criminality.
Really?
No liability for Universal. Now, Zavala's family, represented by attorney Ben Crump, is conducting an independent investigation of their own. His father noted that he had spinal cord atrophy and used a wheelchair, but had no restrictions preventing him from riding. So I'm wondering what still might come from this. If they keep pushing it, would they just be like having to eliminate a lot of people to say, sorry, you can't ride it? Or are they just going to go on as the policy is normal? Still might not be done. It still could affect policy, I guess, because they may say, hey, we don't want this kind of case again. We got lucky in this one, but, you know, in the future, what if it happens again?
So criminally, they're not negligent and liable.
That's what a judge found. Now,
but what about civil?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they could go for that as well. So it doesn't sound like they're done. It sounds like they're going to try to take another run at it in another way. And you can, like you said, whether it be civil or whether it be an appeal.
Don't you feel like that was really fast?
I think a judge just looked at the circumstances and said, look, we've had an investigation and this is kind of the way it is. Sometimes when you go on those, if, you know, you have to take... Look, I like it when you put a little bit of onus on the person who walks into something and say, you have to be responsible for your own body. You know, it can't be that everybody else is responsible for you and you don't take any ownership of what you do with yourself.
So do you think that the girlfriend is lying about that safety bar, that it didn't come out and that he didn't go up? Because if he...
And look, everybody might go up a little bit. I mean, you do kind of move a bit, and they may just say, look, that's within the normal confines of what is going to happen on this ride. They're saying it's nothing irregular, it's nothing it's unsafe. It's just that, unfortunately for him, in the condition he wasn't able to use the muscles to keep himself in a better position.
And I'm not trying to out this major theme park, but there was a ride I was on that, without a doubt, for about 7 days after I rode this roller coaster, I had testicle issues. I had a testicle problem.
Show us which one.
Well, during commercial, but of course, left side.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, but
your left side is a mess.
But they had the bar so tight on my crotch area, when you'd make a turn, the bar would vibrate and jam into my testicle.
Well, thank you for telling your truth.
Well, and thank you for seeing me.
We'd all like to see that testicle.
But it was...
But we have to put it on the stand?
We do.
Okay.
I want to cross-examine it.
It gets stage fright. It doesn't really talk that much.
Okay. You know, we were talking so much this week about Australia now banning social media for kids 16 and under.
Yes.
Well, apparently teens are already reportedly getting around these social media age checks by frowning at the camera. They found that makes them look older and they're passing.
Adults are so bitter.
Back to the drawing board.
I give myself wrinkles when I frown.
It seemed like such a good idea.
Well, the older you get, the more bitter you become.
There's a 70-year-old man from New Jersey who was praised for trying to save his neighbor in a fire, but is now actually being charged in her murder.
Wow.
Now, there aren't a lot of details yet, but apparently they now believe that he is the one that actually caused the blaze.
Wow. That's quite a turn.
Yeah, that is kind of shocking.
Everybody knows who he is, and, you know, no one has ever had a bad word to say about him.
Since the fire, you know, I mean, we all just thought he was a hero. I feel bad for the family. I do, because I really like them. It's sad and shocking. I hope it's not true.
So wait, he killed her before he set the fire, and then he was there on the scene pretending like he was trying to go in and save her?
It's a common thing that happens. You would be shocked how many times this goes down.
Where he kills her and then sets the house on fire and pretends to be on the scene saving her?
Well, think about it. If you're lighting the house on fire, you're trying to get rid of the evidence.
Yeah.
And then when the police are showing up, it looks like you're doing your due diligence of trying to save said body. So now you're getting rid of evidence and you look like a hero, but they're going to be able to tell. They're going to be able to figure all that out.
Dang.
But that's what his thought process was.
I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, if you kill her and you set the fire, I would think you would run away because you don't want to be fingered.
You'd be so. There was one guy that killed his friend, and he was hanging around the entire time when the news got there. He ends up getting on the news, talking about how he's so worried about his friend. He helps with the search.
Damn.
He's the one that did it.
Damn.
Wow.
They arrested him pretty quick after that interview.
Yeah.
He really was not a good poker player.
You're better off running from the scene than sticking around and doing TV.
If you saw the interview, you're going, okay, if he didn't kill her, he killed somebody.
Somebody.
Yeah.
There are bodies under that man's porch.
43-year-old Michael Hudson Jr. is facing arson charges after deputies say he set his truck on fire to draw attention to other criminal matters in his Volusia County neighborhood in New Smyrna Beach. He's accused of using a torch lighter to set fire to a clothing basket in his truck. First, he said his truck was stolen, then he admitted to starting the fire.
Wow.
Got a lot of pyromaniacs out there today.
Yeah, there are.
Oh, yeah. Well, fire's fascinating.
It's cold outside. You got to set a fire, Kev.
Don't you ever like to light a fire and just stare at it?
I do. I'm going to wheel the fire pit out for some s'mores.
I mean,
if it gets chilly on the weekend, you will see me with the fire pit in the yard.
I could light a candle and waste an hour and a half.
Yeah?
Just staring at that flame.
They say 3 adults in Polk County got arrested for a scheme where they would give kids counterfeit $20 bills and have them go buy something and then bring back the real money that they got as change.
That's crazy.
I'm sure we'll probably get a press conference from Sheriff Grady Judd on that this next week.
Somebody was floating some 20s that looked very real.
It is bizarre. There's some places you could give them money, they don't check anything. And then there's other ones where they hold it up to the light, put a highlighter on, they ask you for your blood.
Yeah. They say a Louisiana student turned in a bottle of suspected crack cocaine, prompting staff to alert a school resource officer. Deputies learned that 2 children handled the bottle and identified its owner. Search warrants were issued for 2 related residents where deputies seized nearly 900 ecstasy pills, over 30 crack rocks, cocaine, marijuana, Xanax. It's a long list.
And you got to keep up with your crack. You can't drop a vial of crack. It's going to lead back to you.
Teachers said they never seen kids finish a math exam so quickly.
Yes. They arrested a 30-year-old. His bond is now $160,000. They say a former DoorDash driver, 23-year-old Olive Rose Henderson, pleaded not guilty after allegedly filming and posting TikTok videos of an unconscious, partially nude customer in New York.
Can't do that.
She said that she found the door open and the man exposed on his couch while she was delivering his food.
Oh, no.
Oh, I saw this story.
Yeah, I did too. This person is an idiot.
It was the girl, right?
Yeah.
They're saying that she pushed the door open and filmed him and then claimed she was the victim and saying he tried to do stuff to him.
He was passed out.
He was passed out. And
he was Porky Pigging it.
He was Porky Pigging. Look, I did it the other night. I ordered, me and Honeyface, we ordered all this Taco Bell.
Yeah.
I had send, buy, and then we both passed out and then walked into it the next day at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Drunk guys love to Porky Pig.
I was Porky Pig.
Yeah, this lady's now charged with unlawful surveillance and disseminating unlawful surveillance images, which are both Class E felonies that could bring up to 8 years in prison.
Oh, and she tried double downing too.
And blaming him.
I know.
He was passed out. Girl, you are evil.
My man just wanted a couple fajitas, Porky Pig in it.
Instead, he got a whole bag of drama and mess.
Oh, he's probably just done tugging it.
Yeah.
All he wanted was that post-tug meal.
He's like, I'm a grower, not a shower. Don't judge me.
They say DoorDash deactivated both her account and the customers. And finally, how crazy is this? A Hardee's in Missouri was left deserted mid-shift, and customers called 911 after finding the restaurant completely empty.
Wait a minute, there was customers at Hardee's?
This happened one time during COVID. We tried to go through the drive-thru, or we tried to go to McDonald's, and there was no employees that showed up for work. So the whole thing wasn't open.
That is an eerie feeling when you go into a place that is open.
In the middle of the day.
Lights are on and there's nobody there.
You're like, am I in a zombie apocalypse?
Are they in the back being held hostage?
Yes.
Is now the time to get my free fries?
They say police discovered food cooking and condiments scattered, but no staff in sight.
Food cooking?
It was later revealed that an employee dispute caused the mid-shift walkout, and everybody just left the restaurant.
What happened at this Hardee's?
Crazy, right?
That's wild.
Yeah, that is pretty nutty.
The craziest part of that story is that Hardee's is still open.
I know, right? You're right. That's the one you can't believe.
They don't have them here, right?
They are whack.